Hi. Okay. The first subject of the day is something that I've been trying to drill into my kids lately, and I don't mean it like that, but anyway, but it's a subject that keeps on coming up this week. Okay, so it's came up with both my kids. Okay, both of my young kids, but they're not young. Y'all know this. And anyway, and one of my customers. Anyway, and so it's a subject that keeps on popping up. So obviously, we're supposed to talk about it. So here we go. All right, so y'all know that saying dress for success, right? This is the subject. Now, it is important. It is important to physically express with the way you look and dress what you want to put out into the world, okay? And that is because most people, the instant they see another person, they give them a backstory, okay? Within a moment, you look at somebody and like, this is their life story. But that's the reality of it, and people do it and they don't even think about it, okay? They don't even think about it before it appears in their mind. Okay? And so it is important for your livelihood and your communal um, flourishment, to physically represent what you want to put out there into the world. Okay? Because with that first glance, they can give you a good story, a good backstory, or of admiration and honor and or beauty and artistic pizzazz, or oh, that person's a musician, or put blank there, or that's he's got to be a doctor, or he must be a businessman, or something like that. But that's the reality of it. You do it too, just like I do it. I try not to, but because you're not supposed to judge the book by the cover. But I don't judge the book by the cover, because I love everybody. I don't care if you got a sign in your hand saying, my hand is heavy, please fill it with something. Okay, that is a subject for in a minute. But anyway, but I love everybody, but my whole point is that is the reality. So it keeps on coming up this week, and I told my kids, I started my own business. Y'all know this, right? Because I'm amazing. But the kids are like, oh, you look so good, and whatever, because I do mobile fittings and things, and so I want to represent my business. When I go out into the world, I am representing my business, okay? So, but I'm also representing me, right? So, I want my business to do good, right? So I want to give people good impressions, right, of my business, okay? So I'm not going to go in some pajama pants and a holy shirt because I'm a seamstress, okay? I'm going to, I'm not going to wear makeup. But I mean, it's rare if I do, but it's just eyeshadow. This is the only makeup I wear anyway. But I'm going to go dressed very nice because I am representing my company, okay? And I want my company to do amazing, right? Because it's my livelihood. It's my kids' livelihood. So I'm going to represent my brand, to the best of my ability. you know. And so also, when I go out into the world, and I always have, and some of y'all know me, so that goes back to the bell bottom lady. Now, yes, you best believe I still go to these fittings, and I don't even care where I'm going, in my bell bottoms, in my hippie clothes, and dressed to the nines, and some boho chic awesomeness, kaleidoscope awesomeness. Anyway, but yes, I do. But I look, you know, it's classy hippie because because of that. So because I, again, regardless, I'm still representing my business. Okay, so I still have to look nice and respectable. So because I want my business to do good. Okay. And shit, I I went in circles, and I don't even know where I was going with this. But, okay. So, but whenever you go out into the world, you know, regardless, you have to represent yourself. Okay. So it doesn't even matter what I go out as, I'm representing myself. It's a piece of me, okay? Okay? And I'm trying to represent feminine beauty and strength. And I want to be walking art, right? And if y'all know me, y'all know that I have been trying to be walking art for a long time. That's why I started making bell bottoms and stuff, you know, because I love art. And aren't we beautiful canvases? Why not? Why not live as art? You know, regardless if it's a visual or a spoken, you know, be art. Be in your experience. Why not? Why not? So anyway, so that's something I like to do. So, and like to represent. Okay? So whenever people see me and they create that story, they're like, sometimes they probably question, but they're like, oh, she must be artistic. And I'm like, yes, I am very artistic. How did you know? Here's a card. But anyway, but that's important. And I'm sure that I done went all kind of nowhere with this conversation. But regardless, it's important for you to represent yourself. Okay? It's important for you to feel good about how you represent yourself in the world, okay? To have confidence in yourself and be able to express yourself to the fullest, okay? To represent who you are from the inside all the way out, all right? Now, what does that do for you? What does that do for you? And what does that do for other people? Okay? Because if y'all are anything like me, I'm a little weird, I'm a little wild, and it shows on the outside of me. I don't just keep it bundled in. Okay? If you see me, okay, you can't. Ooh. If you see me, you're like, okay, and there's a robe over there that I had on top of this earlier today. Okay, and it's so pretty. Anyway, so if you look at me, you're like, that is a strange lady. She's got feathers in her hair. But oh, she looks nice. You know, I think I would like to talk to that person. They never know what they're going to get when they talk to me. It's always something good and funny. Something. Something helpful somehow. But anyway, but what does that do? What does that do? Okay, so whenever you express yourself from the in out, and when you don't care, when you don't care, whenever you do it in an elegant way, in an artistic way, and you have that confidence, it gives you such great confidence, okay? To be you, to express you, okay? And if you do it in the right way, then you get admiration, and people view you in a way where they'll take your advice, and you'll get more business. Or put blank there, more people will come up to you for whatever reasons. People come to you for different reasons. Well, they come for one reason, they'll leave for another, And people come for one reason, but then you give them something they need, okay? Not what they want, what they need, right? So, but it's important to be yourself. To be yourself, but also know that it has an impact, okay? It has an impact, and it has an impact on your life, right? If you if you don't care about how you look to other people, not in how you think, I'm saying, if you don't take pride in yourself, there you go. If you don't take pride in yourself, because you're beautiful, okay? But you have to take pride in yourself and the way you look, all the treasures that God blessed you with, because we're all beautiful, okay? Every single one of us. There is beauty in every single entity upon this earth, okay? And you gotta let it out there, have it out there, but not in a slutty way. But you gotta, anyway, be yourself. Know you're beautiful, and dress and express yourself how you want people to see you, okay? And if you want people to take you seriously, you have to physically represent that, okay? But you can represent whatever you want to in this world. Again, feminine strength, beauty, art. That's what I want to represent, okay? And if you see me on the street, you're going to be like, she's a giant pansy, and she really likes feathers and color. And I'm going to be like, yes, I collect feathers. They're my friends. But anyway, I don't know where I'm going with this. I never do. But I think it's really important, okay? And it's something that we need to instill in our children and in ourselves, okay? Because whenever you're confident and it helps you be confident. And I don't know about you, but it's imperative for me to have confidence. It's imperative for my children to have confidence. It is imperative for all humans to have confidence in themselves, because if they don't have confidence, are they going to do a good job? No. Are they going to strive for something better than what they already have? No, because they don't believe in themselves. And all confidence is believing in yourself. It's a form of love of the self, okay? And it's important. It's important. So, put out what you want to in this world. Remember that people instantly give you a story. It's up to you, the story that they will create within their minds, right? And whenever you're yourself and you're actually putting out what you want to into the world, it brings a lot of joy. It does. And a lot of strength. It's a reminder. Life can be what you want it to be. You have to view it and create it. You create it. So think about what you want to represent out in this world, and then do that. Because it's important. It's important. You want to be something, you got to look the part. You got to play the part. You got to look and act the part. You know, you do. And it's very important if it's actually what you want to be, what is in here, and your joys and your desires. You know, it's important that whatever you want to represent, let that be part of what's in here, right? Because then it's easy. You just be yourself and do as you please. And that's what you're representing, and then that's what your life is, which is really fun. If you were wondering, it's really fun. So anyway, I don't know where I was going, and I know I rambled and I went in circles, and that's what I'm good at. I hope y'all got something out of this. The next one is about a heavy hand. Okay, and that's because it's a forced subject. I know y'all love my ranting forced subjects, but anyway, this one's just a helpful one. Okay, just to make y'all remember that that's the reality of it. You know, it is, you know. And so whatever you want in this world, baby, you can make it happen. It takes time. It takes effort, a lot of effort, but it's worth it. You know, if it's what you want, if it's how you want to live your life, if it's how you want to express your life's essence, then why aren't you doing it? You know? Okay, I'm done.